from the tarot. My name is Laura, and this is going to be a love forecast for the sign of Sagittarius for the month of July 2016. Sagittarius, this is your love reading for July. I just wanted to go over a few things. I'm going to be using the Tarot Mocha for your reading today as the primary deck. And then for clarification, I will be using the Vera Sibilla Italiana and drawing an oracle message for you at the end of the reading from the Psychic Tarot for the Heart by John Holland, who is a psychic medium. So if that sounds good, let's get started with your reading. I know you guys have been waiting a while for your reading, so thank you for your patience. I am going in order of birthday month and then most likes to fewest likes from the love forecasts that I posted last month. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, whenever you see a reading that really resonates with you. That makes sure that ensures that I get your reading out first next month. Okay, so the cards are ready to go. I'm just going to continue shuffling on camera. Spirit, what are the love messages and energies that you have for the sign of Sagittarius? This is for my Sagittarius suns, Sagittarius moons, and Sagittarius risings, and those on the cusp of Sagittarius. This is a general love reading and will not resonate with everyone. For the most accurate reading with the most accurate outcome, I do recommend getting a private reading. Spirit, what are the love messages and energies surrounding the sign of Sagittarius? This is for my Sagittarius suns, moons, and risings, and those on the cusp. What do Sagittarians need to know for the month of July with regards to their love lives? What are the messages and energies, Spirit, that you have for the sign of Sagittarius with regards to their love lives? Okay, so this is the 10 card Celtic cross spread that you're probably already familiar with, but hopefully you guys can see the cards. Let's begin. Okay, you have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse crossed by the 8 of Cups. 2 8s. What comes below you is the Ace of Swords reversed. What comes above you, or what crowns you for the month of July, is the Page of Wands reversed. Been seeing him come up a lot in a lot of these readings here, in that position. In the recent past, you have the 4 of Swords reversed. In the near future, you have the Page of Cups reversed. In the position of how you see yourself, you have the Tower reversed. In your environment, this is also how your significant other may be viewing you or dealing with you. They have the 3 of Pentacles reversed. Your hopes and fears are the Sun reversed. And your outcome is the Empress, and she is in reverse. Okay, Sag, let's get started with your reading. So the first thing that I see here with the 8 of Pentacles reversed, this is the energy that covers you for the month of July. Now, some of you are taking a break from your jobs or are literally out of work right now. That's one of the messages that I'm getting, but since I do need to relate this back to your love life, another message that I could be picking up is, some of you are out of a committed relationship or are just not working really working very hard on in any kind of relationship. You're kind of just doing your own thing right now. There's a significant lack of commitment towards building anything of great value. You may just not be focused on love at this moment. There may be more earthly concerns that are consuming your time right now. One of them which is making money, one of them which is finances and work and that kind of thing. And like I said, being out of work can be stressful. But eights do talk about progress and change. So I feel like there is a changing of the seasons for you. We just had a full moon in Sagittarius a couple days ago, and this does mark the summer solstice. So some changes for you are to be expected this month and the months preceding and the weeks preceding the full moon. Now, what crosses you, this is what may be helping or hindering you, and which poses a challenge to you in July. You have the Eight of Cups upright. And so this really talks about moving on, moving forward on your spiritual path. This may indicate that you do need to leave someone or something behind, but that is for the best. Because where you're going, there will be more love, more opportunities. These are all emotional lessons that you've learned along the way. And you will be passing them by and saying goodbye to each one of those things, each one of those people, as you leave them behind. Some of you may be on a soul journey, or it may be traveling this month. It may be a spiritual journey that you're on. But the Eight of Cups is about leaving behind. It can be sad, it can be emotional, but at the end of the day, this does tell me that you've made up your mind and you're ready to do so. The reason why this is in a challenge position is because I feel like something you were working on wasn't working out. There was no commitment, and maybe you didn't feel like putting in the work that was needed to kind of secure a relationship or even build on something. I don't feel like you're really focused on that at the moment. I really think your focus is more on searching for something that is of higher spiritual value to you at this time, that's going to serve you in a higher capacity. So I see this as a very uplifting, and the 2 8s here, highly significant number. 8's talking about growth and new opportunities and especially swift change. So I do feel like you're going to be making progress, but it will take some time for you to kind of move away from the things that haven't worked for you in the past. But you will be on your journey this month. You will be working towards leaving those things behind. Now, what puts you here, this is in your foundation. You have the Ace of Swords reversed. So this may also indicate a subconscious factor, something you're not aware of. Some confusion is indicated with this card coming up reversed. There's almost an inability to kind of cut away things that no longer work for us. To me, upright, this card talks about truth. The truth will set you free. You don't live with a lot of BS. There's a clarity of mind, a clarity of intention. Think of it as unmuddied thoughts, victory, new direction, moving in a new direction. When it's reversed, there can be some mental blockages there, or even an inability to kind of see the truth. There may be even lies or confusion, denial, some aspect of your mental plane, your higher chakra, I'd say your 7th or crown chakra, being blocked. And that is what is contributing to this lack of progress, either financially for you or even in a relationship where you're just not making progress, you're just not building on anything. There's a strong need here for you to see things clearly, to be realistic, and to not accept BS from anyone. That includes yourself. Just to be as truthful as possible, as honest as possible, and to really not sidestep any issues. If something isn't working out for you, then you need to cut it off. You need to just say, hey, this isn't working for me. I really need to move on, and not kind of dwell in this place of confusion or denial. Okay. In your recent past, you have the Four of Swords reversed. So I do feel like some of you are on a vacation, or we're taking a vacation. This can indicate rest, withdrawal, recuperation, rehabilitation. Some of you really are out of work, like I said before, or just on an extended vacation. There's a need with this card in your past there would have been a need for you to kind of reintegrate the lessons that you learned from previous heartbreaks or previous relationships or previous experiences. This card is saying now is time to start integrating those lessons into your life and start acting on them. Start getting back into society and showing the world what you've learned and living the truth, living that truth, being that truth, being the love that you seek. If it's love that you're seeking and you're not finding that you're getting that from any particular person, now it's the time to kind of be the love that you seek in the world and watch how that attracts in similar types of vibrations into your life. In the position of what crowns you or what you know to be true, this is what you'd like to make your own but haven't yet. You have the Page of Wands reversed. You may be thinking of a younger fire sign, a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. This is someone who is rather immature, in their 20s or 30s, maybe even younger. This also talks about frustrating, heavy energy. There's a lack of communication with this person, or anticipating something happening, but really either this person is nervous or jittery or is having trouble getting started. There is likely the intention to have a new beginning in love and to sort of find new opportunities. You know, this card upright is kind of saying, hey, you know, hey, what's going on? What are you up to? And reverse, there's kind of a block to that. There's a holding back or withholding. But so maybe some delays around communication for you in July. There may be some delays in a new beginning in your life. You may just be sitting around waiting for things to happen to you, and my advice is you need to step up to the plate and make things happen and not wait on other people to make them happen. But I'm going to see if Spirit can help me clarify this Page of Wands in reverse. Spirit, can you help me clarify this Page of Wands in reverse? We have passion, room, and good or bad news. So I do feel like this page does represent some kind of news coming in. We have the Messenger here. He's the Jack of Diamonds. So you could be receiving some good or bad news. Now, reversed, I'm guessing that it's likely you're thinking about this news because it hasn't actually happened yet. You're thinking it could be good or bad news. You're probably thinking it's not good news. Now, the room talks about intimacy, solitude, and privacy. There's also in your past, you have passion. Love, passion that arises or flourishes again. So a renewed passion for someone. You could be thinking about this person. I'm also getting with the room, which can indicate intimacy or solitude, wanting to be alone with that person, or getting a room with that person, but then receiving some good or bad news. And these are in your thoughts, obviously. The room is really prominent here. So I'm wondering if you're having trouble actually finding a space to make this thing happen. It's almost like I feel like you need some solitude, you need some privacy in your life. I do feel like there is a message coming to you. I'm not sure that it's going to be something that you're particularly happy to hear just because the page is in reverse. Again, it could just be delayed message or a message that you're thinking about that you've already received that has to do with love or someone that you have had renewed passion with. But the message does come, and it comes to you in the middle of July. I'm getting, it can be coming from a water sign, so Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. And with the Page of Cups reversed, my first feeling is that you probably will be disappointed by this message. I don't think that the person delivering the message is very mature either. I think they have a lot of work to do on themselves. And there is a moving away from this type of immature person anyway that's going on. This is a very lighthearted energy, but when it's reversed and pages are messengers and cups are emotions, we are talking about some disappointment around love. Now, this isn't going to break your heart, but it's likely just disheartening to you, or may just represent someone who acts immaturely that you really don't need to be dealing with or don't want to be dealing with anyway. Let's see if I can get some more information on this Page of Cups reversed. Whoa! We don't need the cards to be spelling out like that. Okay, that sounds good. All right, so coming up with this page, we have the contract or mediation. Now, the Merchant can talk about an agreement or an exchange. So possibly, again, this has to do with work, but it doesn't have to. The Lord is represented here. He's a man of high society, the King of Hearts. Okay, so I do see some kind of interaction here between the Merchant, who is talking about contracts and exchanges, agreements, and the Lord, who is a man of high society, who's very well dressed. He has a lot of respect from people. And then we have the Doctor. This can represent a professional, such as a physician, lawyer, or the like. But really, we're talking about a professional person here. This can also indicate someone who is trying to solve a problem. So just by looking at these cards, I'd say that there are at least two people who are looking at each other. One is offering a contract of some sort or is interested in an exchange. You may be presented here as the Lord of high society here, the man of society, very well respected. And I think what results from that is just that this exchange results in you being more professional, or seeking professional help, or just trying to help this person solve a problem. They are the ones that are probably seeking help in the first place, and you may be in a position to help them, or you may be seeking the help of a professional yourself to help solve a problem. I am getting some work information here. This may have to do with your career more than love this month. But then again, if you guys are dealing with a water sign or a fire sign, or even a younger person, someone that's a bit immature, then this may resonate with you. In the position of how you see yourself, you have the Tower reversed. there's some indication that an ego struggle is happening with you and someone else. There's like some warning signs that are popping up around you around the middle of July. There may have been an argument, or like I said, someone's ego coming crashing down, and you're in the position where you kind of have to deal with it. A slight emergency is indicated here. It could indicate a relationship that's suffering and needs some attention. So if you notice that there's someone who's acting out, or it's coming to you for advice, or someone who's seeking some kind of exchange of some sort with you, just be very clear about their intentions and be as professional as possible with them. Now, in your environment, you have the Three of Pentacles reversed. I also just want to reiterate, Sagittarius, I think that this month is going to be very difficult for you in terms of work. I'm just getting this message over and over again. But as how your significant other is viewing you or dealing with you, they may just not see the relationship there. They may not be as committed or have the same values as you. This may also just be an uncomfortable love triangle, whereby none of the partners really want to be in a love triangle. And so it's just an awkward experience, really. But this is how they're going to be viewing you or dealing with you. I'd say I don't see a relationship right now. Some of you are going to be off searching for something that's more fulfilling right now, and really needing to leave behind any immature people in your life that have just continually been irritating or disappointing or frustrating to you. In your hopes and fears, you have the Sun reversed. Yeah, your fear is that you would be dealing with some kind of depression, or falling into a depression, or that you just would not be very happy. But I don't see any indication that that's the case. I think that, you know, you've been through that psychological period already. You know what it takes to go there, and you're not going to go there. You're really not. You're right now, you're able to deal with your emotions, I think, effectively, and use them in effective ways to help guide you. Your outcome for the month of July is the Empress reversed. So some of you, I think Venus is, I forget what astrologically is happening with Venus in July. I was going to say this month. But she, for you, is coming across as a problem. Now, this can mean that you have mommy issues, or that you're dealing with a mother figure that's smothering, and you feel smothered and you feel burned out, and you just don't want another woman. Or could be a man. If you're a man, I'm talking to you. Or if you're a woman, I'm talking to you. You may have issues with the feminine side of yourself. So being overbearing, feeling mean, not being open to love, not feeling sexy. There could be fertility issues indicated here. But there is a need for you to get back in touch with your sexuality, to get back in touch with your sensual self, if you're feeling burnt out, or you're around this type of woman who is very smothering of your time and energy, who kind of emasculates you, or if you are a woman around a man who is constantly putting you down, or is too touchy-feely and you just need some space, then do take that space for yourself. But this just indicates that you probably won't be open to love. Interesting, there's a car alarm going off in the background. I hate when that happens, but we'll deal with it. So Sagittarius, I'd like to conclude your reading by drawing an oracle message from the Psychic Tarot for the heart. Spirit, please show me a message that will help guide Sagittarius on their highest spiritual journey in love for the month of July. Please show me a message that will help guide Sagittarius on their journey in love this July. Okay, well, we have the Three of Swords here, which resonates with, the three here, which resonates with the Three of Swords, I'm sorry, in the tarot. Sadness and isolation. So, the Three of Swords, as we know, the Three of Swords in the tarot is the heartbreak card. Which the Three of Swords didn't come up in your reading, but the Four of Swords did. And there may be some residual feelings of heartbreak that you're dealing with at this time. Keywords are sorrow, disappointment, trust, healing. Love can bring both joy and sorrow. When disappointment enters your life, it's important to acknowledge the accompanying sadness and feelings of loss. However, it's equally vital not to dwell on the loss. The temptation may be to isolate yourself from the world and cling to your grief. This card is a reminder to trust that the situation, as hard as it may be, is in your best interest. It's time to gently let go of the sorrow and disappointment. Sorrow can hold you back, or it can alleviate you to new levels of understanding. Focusing on your sadness and loss will prevent you from attracting new positive energy around relationships. So it's time to turn your disappointment into hope for the future. Ask what lessons you can learn from the situation. Move beyond despair into healing and joyful love. Let go and move on. You have more powerful spiritual forces helping you than you could ever imagine. Well, this really does make sense, because I see here with your crossing card, the Eight of Cups, that you really are at this place in your life where you are able to let go and move on. And you do have spirit guides around you that are helping you to do that. It's almost like, I take a look at this card, he's launching off of his grief. He's using his emotions, like I said, as a launching board to kind of propel him into this new life. And that's exactly what you're doing. So I really see this as a positive reminder that you can use your emotions to propel you forward and to move on. I don't see a lot of lingering around here. I see someone who is willing to take the steps forward and is ready. It's ready. You're ready to move on, and you are. The sadness and isolation can happen when you aren't integrating back into life again. You need to take those steps forward, be brave, be courageous, and start integrating the lessons around love that you've learned. And slowly, like baby steps, like dipping your foot into the pool, slowly, begin your journey forward and put those lessons to the test. What is it that you've learned? What is it that what knowledge have you acquired that you can now use to your advantage? You know what you don't want now. What is it that you do want? You can start attracting that into your life and watch things manifest. The other thing I want to mention is with the Empress reversed towards the end of July, this is just a reminder to be open to love and all its many shapes and forms. There may be a tendency for you to close yourself off to new opportunities, but again, you never know what you're missing until you try. So be open to trying new things, be open to new experiences. You never know what you might find. So I hope you've enjoyed this reading, Sagittarius. It's been great. I love reading for your sign. You guys are so interesting and such a unique sign. So if you love this reading, do give it a thumbs up. And I'll see you guys back here next month for the love readings. If you are interested in receiving your mid-month general reading, do visit me over on Patreon. Details below in the video description. I look forward to seeing you over there. Take care, guys. Bye.